Hi, my name is Jiecong. Today I will talk a little bit about facial recognition in pattern recognition. First, I will give a brief introduction about facial recognition, and second, I will introduce the Gabor filter, and then I will introduce artificial neural network. After that, I will just tell a little bit about support a vector machine, and at the end, I will talk a little bit about principal component analysis. So, at first, I will talk. I will say, what's a facial recognition system? Actually, this kind of system is widely used in our daily life. A facial recognition system actually is just a computer application. It can automatically identifying or verifying a person from a digital image or a video frame from a video source. So, what can it use? Yeah, it typically used in a security system. It will also can compare to other biometrics such as fingerprint or eyes recognition system, but most of them just use in security system. Okay, for that now I will talk a little bit about Gabor filter. Gabor filter actually is a kind of filter is widely used facial recognition. But Gabor filter is able to extract frequency and original information from a signal, and the filter will because the filter output is acceptable approximation of reflection and the animal and the human source, so I decided to use the filter. Actually, a Gabor filter can be represent a series of frequency and a single pseudo plan and giving a certain orientation developed by a Gaussian function. And the Gabor filter of a face actually is known as Gabor face. It performing well. It performing very well and capture striking feature visual features such as nose, eyes, and the mouth. If given a certain orientation and the frequency and characters of this feature. So it's very important, and I will use in this project. Now, I will introduce artificial neural network. Artificial neural network is actually a part of machine learning. This kind of technology is become more popular in these days because of big data. Uh, you can use this to retrieve data from a database and recognize and do some algorithm like that. So this project I will use artificial natural network to do a facial recognition. It's pretty useful. ANA actually is a mathematical model inspired by the biological neural network. It just like a human being, neural network. It can learn things. You just give the network the train data, and you can get your output you want. Actually, that's why in is adaptive system changing structure during the learning phase. So you need put a lot of train data. After that, their network will be changed, and the output will be what I want. So, what's a real life application? for artificial network. First, it's a functional approximation, including time, series production, fitness approximation. Second, classification, pattern, and sentence recognition, novelty detection, and sequential decision. That's why I use this artificial network because it has classification pattern feature. And a third is we can use in data processing and robotics. It's very pretty useful. It's just like put a human brain in a robotics. So for the artificial neural network, how do I do in this project? I will implement a modified version of Omodi's Skiahi feed forward artificial network as structure, and the inputs are fully connected hidden layer and out layer. Okay, now I will introduce the support vector machine. Support vector machine is a classifier which performs recognition by determining the maximum distance of closest point to a tracing set. Actually, this kind is just this kind of model is like a supervised learning model with associated learning, and it will always used for classification and regression analysis. Actually, in this project, I will use in MATLAB because there's certain function like SVM classify. It's easy to use. So now after that, I will introduce about the principal component data analysis. Actually, it's a mathematical procedure that use an orthogonal transformation to convert a set of observation and also possible qualitative variable into a set of value. So, and this kind of variable called the principal components. Now, after I introduce all these technology, I will introduce our dataset. You can see this is our dataset, and this have 100 face picture with a simple background, 100 non-monochromatic picture with complex background, and another 100 face per picture. So the intention have two-level difficulty in picture containing face was selected to stress test algorithm in hoping to get a significant data difference between algorithm. Okay, this is our data set. Now let's look at our result. First, I will use the natural approach with Gable filter and support vector machine use Gable filter. This is very complex background. You can see about that, and you can see several. Yeah, I can see. I think maybe. Yeah, I think this is a result. I think maybe this is. This is algorithm. They have they have use the algorithm and get a result. We can see several face can be identified. Now, let's see the data result. We can see simple background total face detected is 87. Accuracy is 8700%, and the testing time is maybe is 500, about half 500, and false positive is 0, and complexity background is 33, and so accuracy is 31 because they have false positive, and testing time is just for 200 221. Now it's just one. So let's talk about, let's see SVM. For a simple background, we have 85 85 face detected, but it has the false positive. The accuracy just about the 70 79. The testing is also higher. It's about maybe about 1 second. And for a complex group background, and the face is 14, and the accuracy is 6. It have false positive, but the testing time is a little bit lower. For principal component analysis, and we had total face had 59, and it has about false positive, so accuracy is 76. Generally, I think artificial neural network have best performance for using Gabor filter in facial recognition, because you can see for simple background it just have 0 false positives. It also have more about the complex background, and have less false positive. I think artificial neural network is have best performance of these three technologies. Okay, that's all. Thank you.